Once upon a time, there lived a man named Haroon in a small village. He worried greatly about his son Samir, for Samir was careless and wasted his days idle. Work seemed boring to him, and he wandered aimlessly through the village all day. One day, Haroon decided to teach his son an important lesson. He called Samir to him and said gently, "Samir, there's a clock in the cupboard. Please bring it to me." Samir went to the cupboard, took out the clock, and handed it to his father. Haroon examined it for a moment and then said, "Take this clock and go to the market. Ask everyone you meet what price they will be willing to pay for it." Samir nodded and set off. At the market, he showed the clock to various people. One man offered 500 rupees, another 1,000, and yet another 800. Each had a different value in mind. Some even suggested the same amount, but no one could agree. Samir went to the cupboard, took out the clock, and handed it to his father. Back home, Samir reported, "Father, everyone quoted different prices for the clock. Some said 500, others 800, and still others 1,000. Haroon smiled and said, "Good." Put the clock back in the cupboard. The next day, Haroon called his son to him again. "Bring me the clock again," he said. Samir obeyed, handed over the clock, and then heard, "Go to the market again. This time, don't ask people about the price of the clock. Ask them about the value of the time this clock measures." Samir was confused. He didn't quite understand what his father meant, but he set off anyway. At the market, he asked the question, "How much is a time in this clock worth?" People looked at him in astonishment. Some laughed, others sent him away. Some thought the question was ridiculous. Samir felt embarrassed and sad. Finally, he came to a small shop where an old watchmaker was working. When Samir repeated the question, the old man looked at him kindly. "Samir," he said softly, "time cannot be bought. You could give millions, but you wouldn't get a single second of your life back. That's why you must use your time wisely." He continued, "Time has two qualities. The bad one is that it passes. The good one is that you decide how you spend it. Everyone has 24 hours a day, rich or poor. The difference lies in how we use those hours." Samir understood. Something inside him changed. Grateful, he returned home and told his father everything. Haroon proudly placed his hand on Samir's shoulder. From that day on, Samir's life changed. He began to use his time wisely, stopped wasting it, and worked diligently. He recognized the true value of every moment. Friends, time is free for everyone, yet priceless. You can't store it, you can't buy it back, but you can spend it consciously. Once gone, it never returns. So use your time wisely.